Jesus, David, just when I thought there wasn't more you could teach us, you just open up like a whole nother bottom of the iceberg of things you could teach us. But at the same time, it now makes sense how we conclude a lot of our conversations with this concept that you talk about, opening the heart and stop dividing each other, because those are kind of the byproducts of these theories.
Exactly.
And so now it makes sense that you come to those conclusions. But typically we go from analyzing the problem, reaction, solution to the why don't we open our hearts and love? And now today, I think I've understood what's in between, which is that entire process of the dream. And it took me a little while to get my head around it, but I'm starting to. I'm starting to. And so I think I'll be diving into the book a bit more, because I know you talk about time and all sorts of other concepts. But now I see...
Time is an illusory decoding manifestation encoded in the matrix. There is no time. Where are you when you think about the past?
Yeah.
You're in the now. Where were you when you experienced what you now believe is the past? You were in the now. Where are you when you fear the future? You're in the now. Where will you be when what you perceive as the future becomes an experience? You'll be in the now. There's only the now. What we call time, which is one of the great controlling mechanisms of humanity. Why? Because the matrix makes it so. It doesn't actually exist. Real bad for watchmakers, mate, I tell you.
Just like the past doesn't exist. The past is a recreation in the moment of today
Exactly.
of an event that now serves your limited mind.
Yeah, exactly.
I would encourage anybody, first of all, I would say anybody that's been watching this, I would say your brain is going to struggle with these concepts, because it's going to want to go back and hear about Trump and then and you'll feel like I'm being alternative and I'm addressing the things, but you're actually not. What you need to do is force yourself into this discomfort place, probably, and try to go deep enough to understand at least a glimpse of what you're talking about.
It's a wonderful place to be, Brian.
Yeah. And every religion has talked about these places, whether it's nirvana or this or this or this or this. So humans have known this has existed since the beginning of time. And they've always described it in different ways and given us metaphors. And they're not all crazy. And so everyone's always alluded to this, because everyone kind of known it's been a possibility. And you're now breaking it down into detail. That's what I saw today. But it took me a while to get my head around it, David. This is really interesting. It's called The Dream. I actually, I found that very, very interesting, David. But it took my brain a little while to get my head around it.
Yeah.
But it's also good, because now I have different words for my mind. No one's ever called the mind an astral AI machine. And because we think of it as this organic piece that's part of me and it defines my consciousness. But if you look at it as something else, bypassing it becomes easier. And understanding why it's chattering becomes easier. If it was really part of me to serve me, why is it chattering all the time?
It's the equivalent in our computer reality of a software program. That's what it is.
Right, running against my own interests.
Running you.
Right.
Running your perceptions, thus running your behavior. But it's the village fricking idiot, the two-stone weakling compared with consciousness. We just have to transfer our sense of identity from AI mind. What is that? The labels of the human mind that say, this is the I, this is me. Just transfer our point of attention into consciousness that can see that this is just a brief experience, which we can override anytime we like. You can put a headset on of a virtual reality game, and a monster can come running at you, or some demon, and you can just stand there and laugh. If you know it's a game, there is no demon, it's a game. There is no lion, tiger, it's a game. Therefore, you're not pulled into the drama of the game, because you know it's a bloody game, a dream. Or you can go, oh my God, what's happening? AI mind, consciousness, that's the difference.
How do you come up with this stuff, David? Is it decades?
Well, what I do when I started out in 1990, and I met a psychic who told me I was going to go out and do all this, which on one level I thought, well, I present the snooker on the BBC, mate. But another level of me said, I've got to go with this, and a couple of things that came through that psychic was that I was going to be led to knowledge. And it happened almost from leaving her front room. And at other times I would think, why do I know this? And it would be information that would be fed to me, right? And so in the first couple of years after that experience, I would be, the synchronicity of my life suddenly transformed, and I was going into personal experiences and meeting people, coming across documents, books, all that stuff, all different sources of information that were painting a picture for me. And it was the picture, first of all, of the way the world's controlled by people that actually don't appear to be controlling it. But then, from about 2.5 years in, it switched around, and I would know something. And then the names, dates, places, tangible information would follow to support the original conclusion. That's gone on ever since. So there's something, I mean, all I can say after my 34th year now, there's something communicating with me. And what's communicating with me, and levels of me really, because we're all one consciousness. There's levels of you really, but what's communicating with me wants humanity to realize it's in a trap, the nature of the trap, the nature of its true identity, which is fundamental to getting out of the frickin' trap and bringing this nonsense, this house of cards down, because the house of cards is being held up by us on one level because we just acquiesce to authority, but on another level because we're feeding the energetic fabric that holds this thing together through our low vibrational, emotional, mental frequency energy that we're giving off all the time.
Right.
And so I don't know, it's just something I've become used to. And what you do is you get these, I'm sure this is happening, like with I'm sure this is a simulation, and speed of light is the limit of it. And then you get the tangible information that kind of comes to support that. And then you put it out there. And then it's the test. A test is what you thought was happening, and the information that supports it, does it turn out to happen? Does it turn out to be true? And as it has over the years, in terms of the plan for humanity and all that stuff, you start to get more and more confident that this process is working. And you need that confidence, and you need that to go beyond the five senses. Because where I'm going now in the last two books is almost beyond the tangible. There are tangible levels you can tap into. Like, for instance, I've quoted in The Dream, people who say they have memories, and I actually think they're genuine people. I think they absolutely do. I don't have the same interpretation of them that they do, but they say they have memories of the incarnation process of coming out basically of the astral into this human world. And there's a common theme that I've found among them. What they describe is not some spiritual experience. It's incredibly technological. Because we think that in this physical world, as we perceive it, that's the world of technology. No. This is the Stone Age in terms of technology, to that technology which is running the whole simulation. So you can get that tangible stuff as well as the out there stuff, and it's basically a combination of the two.
So Jim Rickards has just recorded a video that's not available to anyone in the public, and he's going to be talking about how this upcoming recession is going to be fast, It's going to be bloody. It's going to be nasty. But at the same time, he's going to show you how you can position yourself to profit from all of this chaos. Now, we've made this video only available to our viewers. Go to londonreal.tv/Jim. Watch that immediately. I can't say enough good things about Jim Rickards. He understands the global economic system better than any guest I've ever had on London Real. His predictions are almost uncannily true, and you can learn how to profit from his vision, from his expertise, and his understanding of economics. So go to londonreal.tv/Jim or click the link below. It's an excellent, excellent look on what's going to happen in the future and how you can position yourself to profit from that. Jim is one of the best in the business, one of my favorite guests on London Real, and he's very, very good at predicting the future and showing us all to profit from it. So click the link, and I hope you enjoy. Hey, it's Brian Rose, founder of the DeFi Academy. I've told you my 4-week crypto bootcamp is amazing, but don't take my word for it. This is what my students are saying.
The DeFi Academy was an amazing experience for me. It took me totally out of my comfort zone.
In this course, I was challenged, I was held accountable, and pushed to do things that honestly weren't always easy.
It's been phenomenal, and I can't believe we're already up on our 4 weeks. It has flown by.
Going through this DeFi accelerator by far was one of the best courses I've taken.
You do this course, you really get into the nitty-gritty of the activities that will make you comfortable with decentralized finance.
Thank you so much to Brian and everyone at London Real and the DeFi Academy for even putting together an amazing course like this.
Anybody else that wants to do it, please sign up. It is well worth the money.